Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today. Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Going up top on first down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Keeps the legs moving. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. He looks that one in nicely. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Going to the ground. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Third down coming.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, you got the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Trojans will have it first and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting in this position.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. We're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those defenses.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady?
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
The Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by his quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete on the right side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Trojans! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 11.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's going to pass. He's got his man.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up, help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side.
Off he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting a jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
On second down, he'll fire. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
The Trojans get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Motion from the offense. The RPO, it's complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Leaves it with the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's looking for a man on second down. Makes a catch at the 15. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Judowski. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
35, Michigan 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to get to him. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks the tackle. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's looking to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Trojans in the hurry up. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He'll just keep slinging it. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now adjusting. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes his connection. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the pummeling has started. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
In other scores around the country.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 15. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And